It's quite a common occurrence on the golf course, and that is where you're in between yardages with your wedge shot. You may have a system, you may have a structure whereby you swing back to, let's just call it 9 o'clock, swing through, and that hits the ball 50, 60 yards. But then you get to a scenario like this where we're talking 40-ish yards, and it's too close for you to make that length swing, but it's still far enough that you've got to hit some sort of wedge shot. You can't chip this thing. Now, what you see a lot in this scenario is where players will kind of get caught between two minds and end up making a swing that is too long, and they end up slowing down, decelerating into the golf ball. The hands slow down, the club head overtakes too early, and we end up burying the club into the ground, fatting it right in front of us, or catching it on the up and blading off the other side. Now, when it comes to this shot, I'm just a big believer in players just having certainty on what they're going to do. You have two options here. You can either take less loft and make a smoother swing, or you take more loft and you get aggressive. In this scenario, I've got my 54 here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a bit of a shorter swing, but be more aggressive with it. And this would be my preferred method, because when we're aggressive, we create more speed, we can create more spin. Especially now as we're getting into the wetter months, where the ground is getting a lot softer. If we're a bit faster, a bit more aggressive, we can get more spin and get the ball to stop a little bit quicker. I'm going to be making a shorter swing, but being more aggressive with it. You see the ball is going to grab and pull up very, very quickly there. So that's why I prefer that method. But you can do the other way, which is, I've got my pitching wedge here, play the shot with a less lofted club, and we're just going to make a little bit of a smoother tempo swing. So we're not going to be quite as aggressive through it. Now, of course, right now, because it's so wet, this ball isn't going to roll out as much, but you will see it jump and roll out a little bit more than with the more lofty club, more aggressive. So a little bit longer, a little bit slower swing. And start trying to chase one up there. But not bad. But that's why I prefer the more aggressive one, because I can fly it up there. Because it's a bit wetter, I can get the ball to grab. The main thing is that you make a decision. So many golfers mess this shot up because they just don't know what they're actually trying to do. They get caught between two minds, slow it all down, end up putting the club deep into the ground, and then hitting those chunking wedge shots we just don't want to see. So next time you're in the scenario, just make sure you've made a decision. Am I going more loft and more aggressive, or less loft and smoother tempo?